In the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. I am Muhammad Shahid, subject specialist in English at Divisional Public School and College, Sahiwal.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. How are you, students? I hope you will be fine. Today we are going to start our new grammar lesson, countable and uncountable nouns and use of adjectives with countable and uncountable nouns. Dear students, first we will discuss our learning objectives. Our first objective, after watching the lesson, you will be able to distinguish between countable and uncountable nouns. Identify and use correctly singular and plural forms of nouns. Use adjectives with countable and uncountable nouns. And finally, use quantity for uncountable nouns and numbers for countable nouns. Dear students, you have learned in previous classes, and now you will tell me what is a noun. Can anybody tell me about a noun? Yes. Noun is a name of person, place, animal, thing. Son, boy, teacher, in animal, horse, dog, for place, school, park, for thing, bus, fan. And idea, love and anger. So, dear students, in previous classes we have learned the kinds of nouns. There are two types of nouns. One is a common noun and other one is a proper noun. Common noun is a general name like lady, cat, and proper noun is a specific name like Rida, Karachi, etc. First we will discuss common noun. Common noun can be categorized into two types. One is countable noun, other one is uncountable noun. Countable noun can be counted like fans, coin, and uncountable nouns cannot be counted like water, air, etc. So, countable nouns may be categorized into concrete and abstract nouns, and uncountable nouns have two types. One is concrete and other one is abstract. In concrete nouns, the examples of concrete noun: water, cement, sugar, oil. Concrete noun can be experienced through five senses like water, cement, sugar, oil. And abstract nouns cannot be felt by five senses like wisdom, joy, fun, happiness, jealousy. So, this is a general view that nouns, there are two types of nouns, common nouns and proper nouns. One common noun has been divided into two types. One is countable noun and other one is uncountable nouns. Countable nouns may be categorized into concrete nouns and abstract nouns. Similarly, uncountable nouns can be categorized into concrete and abstract noun. So, dear students, there are some pictures on your screen. There are chairs. Can we count the chairs? There are boys. Can we count the boys? Yes. There are 4 boys in the picture. Can we count the pencils? There are 7 pencils. Dear students, there is a sand in the picture. Can we count the sand? No. There is a water. Can we say 1 water, 2 water, or 3 water? There is a milk. Can we say 1 milk, 2 milk, or 3 milk? So, look at the sentence. I have 3 books, 5 notebooks, and 1 pen. Books, notebooks, and pen we can count. We can count books, 3 books, 5 books, 7 books, notebooks in the same way, and 1 pen. All the above underlined words are countable noun. Now look at the definition. Countable nouns are the name of separate objects, people, or ideas. We can count countable nouns. Examples of countable nouns. There are players. Players are countable nouns. 11 players in this football team. There is a car. We count car. There are 4 elephants in this zoo. We can count elephant. So players, car, elephants are countable nouns. Nouns can be categorized into 2 types. One is countable nouns and other one is uncountable noun. First we will discuss countable nouns. And in the later part of this lesson we will discuss uncountable nouns. Countable nouns have both singular and plural forms. Book is a singular form of countable noun, and books are plural forms of countable nouns. Other example, there is a car. Car is a singular countable noun. In the same way, cars are plural countable nouns. So, there are 2 sentences on your screen. My dog is playing. Other one, my dogs are hungry. So, dog is a singular countable noun. We will use singular verb with countable noun dog. In the same way, dogs are plural countable noun and we will use plural verb with plural countable nouns. So, singular verbs are used with singular countable nouns while plural verbs are used with plural countable nouns. So dear students, look at these examples. I need a pen. We can't say I need pen. I want an apple. We can't say I want apple. It will be wrong. I want an apple is a correct sentence. A singular countable noun always takes an indefinite article a and an is equal to 1. Now there is an assessment. Identify countable nouns. The girls are playing in the park. So identify in this sentence what is countable noun. The girls are countable nouns in this sentence because we can count girls. I have 2 toys. I have 2 toys. Toys are countable noun in this sentence. Now sentence number 3. She has 3 bags. Can we count the bags? Yes, we can count the bags. So bags are countable nouns. So now check the answers of these assessment. Girls, the answer of question number 1, part 2 toys, and third one is bags. Dear students, there is a picture right in front of you and there are many things in this picture. Now look at what are these things in this picture. Dear students, there is a picture in front of you. Picture number 1 is water, number 2 sugar, number 3 rice, number 4 milk. Can we count the water? No, we can't count the water. Can we say 1 water, 2 water, 3 water? No. Number 2, picture number 2, sugar. Can we count the sugar? Can we say 1 sugar, 2 sugar, 3 sugar? No. Can we count the rice? No. Can we say 1 rice, 2 rice, 3 rice? No. Number 4, milk. Can we count the milk? No, we can't count the milk. So water, sugar, rice and milk are uncountable nouns. The nouns we can't count are called uncountable nouns. Look at the sentence. I want to drink water, but there is no water in the jug. Underlined word is water. Can we count the water? No, we can't count the water. Sentence number 2. My friend is walking on the sand near the sea. Can we count the sand? No, we can't count the sand. All the above underlined words are uncountable nouns because we can't count them. Now look at the definition of the uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns are the nouns that we can't count. Examples of uncountable nouns. Here, we can't count here. That's why here is uncountable noun. Petrol. Can we count the petrol? 1 petrol, 2 petrol? No, this is wrong. Petrol is uncountable noun. Wheat, a grain. Can we count the grain? No, we can't count the grain. So dear students, some sentences on your screen. I will read the first one. I need to get information about trees. This type of orange is known for its sweetness. So some uncountable nouns we can feel but can't see. Same like sweetness, we can feel the taste of sweetness but we can't see sweetness. They usually do not have a plural forms. Examples. There are some examples of uncountable nouns which we use singular and should be used with a singular verb. Honesty is the best policy. Honesty is the best policy. Honesty is a singular countable noun. Honesty is singular uncountable noun and we can't use plural verb or with honesty. The news is very important. News is singular uncountable noun. We can't use plural verb with singular uncountable noun. So uncountable nouns are always singular and should be used with singular verbs. Honesty is the best policy is a correct sentence. Honesty are the best policy are wrong. Honesty are the best policy is a wrong sentence. Honesty are the best policy is a wrong sentence. The news is very important is a right sentence, and the news are very important is a wrong sentence. So, dear students, we can't use a, an, and numbers before uncountable nouns. And a, and is equal to 1. Look at the examples. We had terrible weather last night. We can't say we had a terrible weather last week. Next sentence, we bought new furniture for the living room. Furniture is uncountable noun. We can't say we bought a new furniture for the living room. So dear students, there is an activity for you. Pick out 5 countable and uncountable nouns. On the one side, bun, sandwich, apple, orange, and on the other side, fruit, juice, meat. Now pick out 5 countable and uncountable nouns. Now the solutions of the countable noun: vegetables, cookies, potatoes, apple, orange, eggs, fries. All these are countable nouns because we can count them. Uncountable nouns: juice, rice, meat, milk, jam, bread, flour, because we can't count these nouns. So there is another activity. Put the countable and uncountable nouns in the appropriate column. There are nouns: water, rain, cycle, sand, box, powder, banana, brush. These are the answer of countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Box, cycle, brush, banana. All these are countable nouns. Water, rain, sand, powder. All these are uncountable nouns. An adjective is a word that describes a noun and that tells more about a noun or qualifies a noun. So, examples of the adjectives: strong man. Strong is an adjective that describes the quality of a noun, a man. Another example: old man. Old is an adjective that tells more about a noun, man. Young children. Young is an adjective that describes the quality of a noun, children. Adjective used with countable and uncountable noun. Countable nouns takes before them adjectives of numbers such as 2, 10 or 100, and also other adjectives of quantity such as many, several or few. So look at the examples. Several people stopped and stared at the man in the strange dress. Other example: 20 girls were present in the class. 100 voices spoke as one answer to his challenge. So, several people is countable noun, and we will put an expression, an adjective right in front of a noun, several people. So 20 girls. Girls are countable noun, and we will put the numbers before a noun as an adjective. 100 voices are countable noun, and we will put adjective before noun. So uncountable nouns takes before them adjectives that do not mean quantity or number, such as little, some, a lot, or much. Examples: a lot of hard work has gone into writing this book. Little attention was paid by the sales team to the manager's suggestion as they were impractical. If you like, you may take some more time to read the morning newspaper. So uncountable nouns take before them adjectives in the form of expression little, some, a lot, or much, as we have discussed in the examples. So using quantity for uncountable nouns, look at the examples. We will need at least 3 cans of paint for this room. Paint is uncountable noun. We can't say I need 1 paint, 2 paint, 3 paint. We will say 3 cans of paints, 4 cans of paint, 1 can of paint. I bought 500 grams of butter. Butter is uncountable noun. We can't say I need 1 butter, 2 butter, 3 butter. We will tell the shopkeeper I need 500 grams of butter. So if we need a bread for breakfast, we will say, could I have a leaf? We will say, could I have a loaf of bread, please? Or in other way, we will say, a slice of bread, please. So bread, butter, paints are uncountable nouns, and we will use quantity before them. Most uncountable concrete nouns can be quantified by mentioning their portion by using an appropriate value of measurement. Quantity mean express or measure the quantity. Quantified mean express or measure the quantity. The use of many and much. Now we will know the difference between many and much. We use many for countable nouns and much we use for uncountable nouns. Look at the examples. Many people will be there at the party. People are countable noun, that's why we will use many for countable nouns. How many cups of milk were given to the children? So cups are countable noun, that's why we will use many for countable noun cups. But milk is uncountable noun and we will not use many for milk. But here we are using cups of milk. I need a cup of tea every evening. So cups is a countable noun, that's why we will use many for cups. She does not have much love for her own dog. We can't count love. We can't say I love. We can't say I have one love with my mother. So love is uncountable noun, that's why we will use much with love. And we have already familiar with that. Many is used for countable noun and much is used for uncountable nouns. Much time has already been wasted. So time is uncountable noun. That's why we will use much with time. Now we know the difference between few and little. Few is used for countable nouns, whereas little is used for uncountable nouns. A few means some and not many. Very few means less than a few. Few means hardly any or almost none. Now look at the examples of few and little. A few people were there, but they were more interested in tea than meeting. A few mean some and not many. So some people were there, but they were more interested in tea than the meeting. Very few people turned up for the movie due to the heavy rain. Very few means less than a few. So very few people were there. Now next, few people can tolerate criticism of themselves. Few means hardly any or almost none. Few people can tolerate criticism of themselves means hardly any people, almost none. So now we will learn the use of little, very little and little. A little means a small quantity. Very little means less than a little. Little means hardly anything or almost nothing. Now look at the examples of little, very little and little. Please give me just a little rice. We have learned that a little means a small quantity. So I need a small quantity of rice. Second example, I have already served you very little rice. Very little means less than a little. He received little sympathy for the neighbors as he had been rude to them earlier. So little means hardly anything or almost nothing. He received almost nothing kindness from their neighbors. So dear students, there is an assessment worksheet for you. Read that assessments very carefully and give the answer on the right place. So use many, much, a few, a little and a lot of suitably in the sentences given below. So first sentence, how patience do you think I have? So patience is a countable noun. That's why we will use much. How much patience do you think I have? So dear students, solve that assessment worksheet carefully. At the end, we will discuss the answer of these assessment worksheet. So these are the answer of the assessment worksheet. How much patience do you think I have? So patience is uncountable noun. That's why we will use much. Planning, a little planning. We have read that a little means a small quantity. Only a few people. A few means only a few people. A few means some. It means some people were there. Now next, many of the problems are resolved now. Problems are countable, that's why we will use many with problems. Much hard work and a little bit. Hard work is uncountable noun, that's why we will put much with hard work. Bit of luck. Bit of luck is uncountable noun, that's why we will use a little. Next one, there is much flour. Flour is uncountable noun, that's why we will use much with flour. Don't worry, we still have a lot of money left, so we will use the expression a lot of with uncountable noun money. I still have a little money left. A little means small quantity, means the person has a small amount of money. Now it is a time to recapitulation. So countable nouns can be counted. We have read the examples like table, fan. Uncountable nouns can't be counted like water, rain. Many is used in the case of countable nouns. So much is used for uncountable nouns. Few is used for countable nouns and little is used for uncountable nouns. So dear students, there is a homework for you. Do exercise A at page number 13 of the grammar tree. So thank you.